Piano whispers, room feels hollow. Keys dropping tears, dreams to follow. Dark clouds gather, lights flicker dim. The house awakens, let the race begin. Papa's house, wheels spinning in the dark. Rubber burns, leaving trails, leaving marks. Digital thunder, the engine scream. Pixels collide in the gasoline dream. Ghost in the rear view, chasing my name. Welcome to the chaos, Papa's house of game. This is the house where the tires don't sleep, where the corners cut deep, where the drivers compete, hands pounding the frame. Papa's house again, Papa's house again. Papa's house again. Shadows on the track, neon veins, pulse racing through the veins like a live convulse. Metallic roars echo, no finish line. Shift gears, push limits, lose track of time. 1,000 lives lived in a single lap, glitching through the ether, no turning back. Crowd roar, static, pixels ignite, steering through the storm into the night. This is the house where the tires don't sleep, where the corners cut deep, where the drivers compete, hands pounding the frame. Papa's house of game, Papa's house of game, Papa's house of game. Papa's house of game. Piano whispers, room feels hollow. Keys dropping tears, dreams to follow. Dark clouds gather, lights flicker dim. The house awakens, let the race begin. Papa's house, wheels spinning in the dark. Rubber burns, leaving trails, leaving marks. Digital thunder, the engine scream. Pixels collide in the gasoline dream. Ghost in the rear view, chasing my name. Welcome to the chaos, Papa's house of game. This is the house where the tires don't sleep, where the corners cut deep, where the drivers compete, hands pounding the frame. Papa's house again, Papa's house again. Papa's house again. Shadows on the track, neon veins, pulse racing through the veins like a live convulse. Metallic roars echo, no finish line. Shift gears, push limits, lose track of time. 1,000 lives lived in a single lap, glitching through the ether, no turning back. Crowd roar, static, pixels ignite, steering through the storm into the night. This is the house where the tires don't sleep, where the corners cut deep, where the drivers compete, hands pounding the frame.
Well, if you don't know where you're at after that song, way lost. Welcome to Papa's House Game. I'm Papa. We're practicing for round 5 of the PHG World Series. Red Bull, either the WRX or the Evo, the Lancer. Group 3s. I went with the Lancer. No particular reason. I figured there's going to be a lot of Subis, so I just went with the other. These cars are so similar. It's just going to be a good race. 30 laps with rain right in the middle of the race. Yeah, what is that? I don't know what that means, Joe. I'm looking. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. YouTube featured. What does that mean? I'll give it a fire too. YouTube featured. Hello, everybody. I don't know what that means, but awesome. All right. Yes, Rob. Rain again. Rob P1.5, KW P2, Mr. J Collins, P3. Congratulations on the podium. Wesley, you only wish this was your first time here. All the crazy stuff we've been through. Yeah, you only wish this was your first time here, man. How is everybody tonight? I did just see in Discord. I haven't connected my wheel. I did see in Discord that Sheldologist may have a lobby open. See, practicing race or qualifying? Hopefully it's qualifying. I need qualifying practice. I have no idea what I'm even freaking doing here, so. Oh, Shell squared. Quali. All right. Let's just join Shells for now. If he closes it or whatever, then we'll open our own. Sheldologist. Well, there's 6 of us in here, and it's 3 and 3. WRX, 3 Lancers. All right. Oh, Shazam, he's going to break it up. He's going to break up the tie. Shazam will be in the Lancer. Any bets? Any bets? Yeah. I was wrong. I really expected to be in the WRX or in the Lancer. Whatever. Okay. Let's we want to put on our mediums for qualifying. Start at -2. From the storms? Your trees down? Alright, Slick's running a 131. Something tells me I'm not even going to be close to that. Oh, damn, all 3 of them up there are running 131s. I'm going to leave my traction control, which is probably a 5, which I don't need. I'm going to leave it at 1. Just we get a hang. There's the 130. Just saying. Mr. Horn of Plenty. ¿Qué pasa? Doing okay. How about you, man? Well, you got a couple less now. But yes, it does mean work because you got to get rid of them. Mr. TDX, how are you, sir? Just in time for my first lap. My first out lap, here's my first hot lap. People are running 130s, 131s. And I went in way too hot there. Joyzy, Slick. Good morning. Good afternoon. It's probably evening for some of you now. Boggs, I want to thank you guys for the opportunity on the DGDR podcast, man. That was super fun. I'd listened to a few podcasts before, so I kind of knew what I was in for, but I really enjoyed that. Very relaxed. Except my phone kept disconnecting, but it was fun. I agree. I gotta figure out how to drive these slants here. 34, yeah. We got some time to work on. Turn that off. Work on our brake balance. Be comfortable with that. Who's chasing me? Johnny! Sim, hello! Odd. Okay. To the rear. +5 TC1. All right. Take your advice. Well, Rob, you see, grass, it just, you need to cut it. Then I won't feel the need to come out here and do it. That was a horrible turn one. Oh my God. All right, well, we're just running like some warm-up laps real quick. Not really expecting anything spectacular here in the first few laps. What are we thinking, about 6 laps for qualifying for the 10-minute session? Damn it. I keep spinning that out there. So everybody's in TC1, so we agree with that. Then it's either 3 to 5. And whole track, right? That's the thing with Red Bull, though. The penalty, track limit penalties are just horrendous here. That was a better turn one. We're finding our rhythm. Got to work on our brake markers and hearing rhythms. I can not spin the tires here this time. That was a little out of control. So's this. Hold it. Damn it. All right, 132. All right, I'm not too far off yet right now. If you guys haven't heard the latest podcast over at Dumb Guys Do Racing, Sal and I were the guests for those guys this week. Had a lot of fun. It was a great interview. Go check it out. See if we can't push that video to its highest views. Turn 1, brake after the 100, drop to 2, then up to 3 after the bump. There is a huge bump there in turn 1. 30.4. Oh, I looked up. Limited practice. 32.2. Woo! Turn that first turn and that right-hander right there are the ones that really get me. I slide too much. Everywhere else, but it's got to get used to the car. It's only been 6 laps. figure I'm already over the 10-minute time limit, but I just want to get some laps in here. Oh, turned in too early there. I had to come back out. One more lap. Reset. I like the second to third slick. I just got to get that right now. Yeah. It is Horn. 30 laps. 30 laps with torrential rain in the middle. So at least qualifying and the start of the race will be on a dry track. The second half of the race is yet to be determined. See if I start out again this week cussing Shaggy out and then praising him by the end of the week. That's exactly what I did last week. 31.4. Okay, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Oh, except I was late there. But I was running low on fuel too, so. Mr. Casual, C-Dubs, Slowpoke, we're slow. All in the 30s. Maybe a couple more. But in all fairness, Shaggy, last week at Le Mans, that was actually a fun freaking race. You did well on that combo. Yeah. Well, they're so close to one another that I really expected to see more WRX just because more people like the Subis instead of the Evos. Need to see if we can get some of the PDX guys in here. Yeah, he sent us a message in our Discord. He's excited about it. I think it's cool. You guys will like talking to Chuck. Hot Worm, how are you? How have you been, man? Nice. You guys will really like the Joker series. Did you? You gonna start streaming? Hotworm? Come on, do it. I'm doing good, Hotworm. Every day is a challenge of some sort, but it is becoming the norm, so it's becoming easier. I can't say that the pain is any less, but you learn to adapt, and it becomes, you know, part of who you are now, who I am. It took me a couple months to realize that, but this week's gonna be a tough one for me. Valentine's Day was Susan's favorite holiday. I saw your livery you posted. I think you made a good choice. Alright. See what we can get here. Did you? Nice. The audio, are you using OBS? Freaking horrendous. I hate audio in OBS. What about the Cheers theme? Who's our Norm? Are you Norm? I think we can make Shaggy Norm. Everybody just yells, Shaggy! When he comes into the chat. Oh. Yeah, OBS audio, Hotworm. So what I did is once I got it and I was comfortable with it, I don't know if it's perfect by no means, but you just don't touch anything anymore. But then your computer does an update and everything gets reset to default. You have to find your mics again. You have to find your headsets again. Beast! I think you're Norm too, Shaggy. Oh my god, I'm 134s. I can tell I'm too much talking. Oh, that's why. That doesn't help either. Well, let's just go take care of that. We don't need that continuously sneaking up on us. We'll have the mediums on, okay. Do 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 do. Yeah. It's fun. It's fun, Hotworm. But honestly, Hotworm, once you go in, you'll figure out where the settings are for your mics. Go into properties and you can just, it'll say default. You just have to go back in on a drop-down list and pick your mic and your headsets and all that stuff. I'm going to try that next. I wanted to get a few laps in with it, just to get used to it. Here, let's just go. Stiggy! This guy. Alright, no TC. Oh, D. Alright, hold on. Hold on. Then I'm going to split Jersey and Slick suggestion. All right. Whatever, Stiggy. The overlay thing is tricky. Once you figure it out, it all makes sense and it becomes easier. I just don't change mine very often. Yeah. Shag. No TC. I'm doing good, Beast. Hanging in. How about you, my friend? Oh, Mr. Casual will be a good one to follow. Okay, I don't know about your no TC, Shags. It might work best, but only if I can keep it straight. Yeah, exactly, Stiggy. Us Southern Coloradans don't have the skill set and throttle control needed. Yeah. That's not happening, Shags. I need at least the one. I'll try your ASM too. Yep. You can make videos and just record it. You don't have to stream it or nothing, but you can just start recording. And then you can go back where it saves it on your computer and just watch it. And then you can make your balances from there. If you want somebody to listen to it, then you just start a stream and just make it private, where you have to send them a code or a password or something for them to join it. I don't remember. It's been a while since I did that. But I usually just record my own videos, then I'll, like, a minute. You know, mess around with the game while you're talking, and then go back and watch your video. Okay. All right. All right. Baby steps. We're going to baby steps. Tacos on my way. Give me about 20 hours. I'll drive on down. What's for dinner tomorrow night? Maybe the better question. Hip. Oh, by the way, y'all, we have restarted the NASCAR Fantasy League on NASCAR.com. Actually, that felt pretty good turn, Shaggy. You may be onto something there. Last I checked, Mustang Chuck had joined us in the PHG Fantasy League, and Old Man Pip, he's in there. I'd like to get a bunch of us in there today. Pip even brought up maybe everybody throwing in like 20 bucks for the winner, for a pool at the end. Chuck threw in a idea of a discount code to the merch store. I don't know. With the Ford, the GT, it just felt better without the ASM. I know I had it off. And I was waiting for your comments, trust me. That was a horrible turn one. telling you, I think ASM hurts some cars, but in this case, it's helping. I had a spun on TC5, ASM, and CSA. Yeah, I'm too busy thinking about my freaking race. Chichter, man, I haven't been into a daily race in probably a month. I've just been doing PHG World Series stuff. How is it? Isn't it also here at Red Bull? You tell me about 5 times a week. It just felt off. But I do like it with this, so I'll leave it on for this. I'm still may have to use the TC1 though. That's right, same race and car choice. People are using the WRX over there, right? I think that's what I saw Talon posted. It was heavy WRX with a few of the Lancers sprinkled in. Whatever. I'm at TS or TC1 with ASM BB +4, and we'll refine that. I got to decide which night I'm qualifying, tomorrow night or Wednesday night. Maybe I should look at who's commentating on what night, see if I'm needed. Qualifying night 1 didn't go too well for me last week. Qualified dead last in the field, 56. Whatever. Yeah, you usually do Tuesdays. I know you prefer commentating on Tuesdays. In case anybody's got questions for you. I haven't even looked at it. I don't even know who's doing what. I should probably look at that. Do we know who's doing the broadcast? 30.3. You're slow. Nice. He really should have. Who did win it? Did Walker get it? Seattle running back? That's who should have won it. It was either going to be him or the kicker. What'd you all think of the halftime show? That was my first introduction to Bad Bunny. And then how many of you went and watched Kid Rock's? Yeah, figured it would. I couldn't believe how much of a defensive game it was. I was honestly surprised with the Patriots defense. I didn't expect that out of the game. I expected something like a 40-10 freaking Super Bowl. Xander! Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say, Stig. That was so bad. I didn't understand a thing he was saying. However, it was a good production. I thought it was very politically motivated, but that's really neither here nor there. I try and stay out of politics, so... But I thought the production was good. I just wish I could have understood what the heck he was saying. The songs were. Like I said, that was my first introduction to Bad Bunny. Arrow! Oh, with the paw, the bang, the bang. I was a Kid Rock fan. I was pretty disgusted with his, yeah, it's exactly what he was doing. It was so bad. Yeah, it was bad. You know, it wouldn't be surprised me if he wasn't Rowdy. Get in here, Rowdy. It's only qualifying practice. Not like he's doing anything else. Yeah, it was. Oh, during the halftime show? Was that a real marriage? I do remember seeing it. See, I haven't seen that. But again, 31.5. Oops, what am I doing? Rowdy, this isn't my lobby. This is Sheldologist's lobby. Get in here. Get in here. There's 2 spots open. Arrow on Saturday, yeah. Yeah, I know. Shaggy's going to be busy, I think, this weekend moving qualifiers around. I think even a couple have chosen not to even qualify. They're just concentrating on the IRO. That's cool. That's cool, Shaggy. That's freaking awesome. Cool, Ratty. All right, I'm gonna go grab a quick couple ibuprofen. Yeah, the cameos we had. Was it Lady Gaga and who was the other guy? I even called him out last night. I can't even think now. Let me go get some ibuprofen. I will be right back.
Kind of whispers, room feels hollow, keys dropping tears, dreams to follow, dark clouds gather, lights flicker dim, the house awakens, let the race begin. Papa's house, wheels spinning in the dark, rubber burns, leaving trails, leaving marks, digital thunder, the engine scream. Pixels collide in the gasoline dream. Ghost in the rear view, chasing my name. Welcome to the chaos, Papa's house of game. This is the house where the tires don't sleep, where the corners cut deep, where the drivers compete, hands pounding the frame. Papa's house again, Papa's house again. Like a live convulse, metallic roars echo, no finish line. Shift gears, push limits, lose track of time. 1,000 lives lived in a single lap, glitching through the ether, no turning back. Crowd roar, static, pixels ignite, steering through the storm into the night. This is the house where the tires don't sleep, where the corners cut deep, where the drivers come.
Ricky Barton, yes. And I did not see Jessica Alba. I don't remember seeing her. Or Pedro Pascal. I don't remember them at all. All right, Jorge's in here. Now we're gonna see probably 29s. Are we gonna see a 28? Who thinks we're gonna see a 28 by the end of the week? We're in qualifying. Hardy V2. I didn't see those guys, see any of those. think 29s are going to be top, huh? Damn it! I tried with no TC thing again. I don't know. I don't know about that. But you know what I did want to look at? Okay, he does have slipstream on. Okay. Hey, you were last week, right, Stig? I started listening to that one. I haven't finished it. Low 30s. I'm looking at split 4 again. Right, Shaggy? That's gonna be a long freaking race. Well, I appreciate it. I had a fun freaking time with PDX, man. Oh, I wanted to look to see what the actual shipment of these things were. I'm just guessing I read this thing out. Oh, F1. All right. Got a lot of formula, guys. Love those cars. Sounds like a good group of cars to me. I'm in the Lancer, Rowdy. I totally blew that turn again. I think that's my first track penalty, amazingly enough. That's cool, Stig. Okay. Alright, let's see what we can get here. We lap 4, so. Alrighty, boss. Alrighty, I'll be here. Oh, you're good, Stig. You're good, Xander. Oh, dude, Johnny. Mum's the word. Yeah. I think I'll stay away from it then. Daggy, thanks. I haven't done a daily or a time trial in forever. And there's my first 31. Jorge's behind me. Awesome. He's at a 30.1. I'm just gonna let him by. Yep. I was the first one I thought of too. Me? Turbo, I'm barely making the races, buddy. I got a top 5 last week at Le Mans. That's my best finish of the year, season so far. 313. I don't know if he's running a race or if he might run a qualifying session. Q, dude, $100 donation from Q. I just happened to look up in the chat to see that. Very, very much appreciated, Q. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Everybody, huge thumbs up, round of applause to Q for his donation, man. That is amazing, Q. Thank you. And good evening. Q may have just become my favorite. Q. You doing any more commentating this week? I haven't even, I gotta go look at the... You gotta go look at the production doc, see who's doing what this week. Settle up in the 30s now. I'm getting close. All right, let me go have a quick sanity break. I'll be right back. And then we'll go for that, not this week, okay. And then we'll go for that 30. Be right back.
Piano whispers, room feels hollow, keys dropping tears, dreams to follow, dark clouds gather, lights flicker dim, the house awakens, let the race begin. Papa's house, wheels spinning in the dark, rubber burns, leaving trails, leaving marks, digital thunder, the engine scream, pixels collide in the gasoline dream, ghost in the rear view chasing my name, welcome to the chaos, Papa's house of game. This is the house where the tires don't sleep, where the corners cut deep, where the drivers compete, hands pounding the frame. Papa's house again, Papa's house again, Papa's house again. Shadows on the track, neon veins, pulse racing through the veins like a live convulse. Metallic roars echo, no finish line. Shift gears, push limits, lose track of time. 1,000 lives lived in a single lap, glitching through the ether, no turning back. Crowd roar, static, pixels ignite, steering through the storm into the night. This is the house where the tires don't sleep, where the corners cut deep, where the drivers compete, hands pounding the frame. Papa's house of game, Papa's house of game, Papa's house of game.
All right, 130 for Q. 130, 130. All right. Hi, Dega. What you doing, buddy? Ready? You gonna help me? You gonna help me? All right, Bubba. 130, 130. 130.999. All right. 130.999 is the goal. It's gonna have to be a perfect lap for me. All right. And to be right, I got to do it within about 6 laps. Anything other than that will be less fuel than what we'll actually have. Neen, 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 999. It read it, neen, neen, neen. I don't think it knows German. A little bit of fuel burn on this out lap. It's Papa's House a game with no spaces. I'm in Sheldologist lobby though. Oh, I screwed that up. I don't know if Shell's in here. Like Shell squared. If I recall. Oh, Shell's cooking dinner. Here, let me look real quick. Oh. There's mine. Oh, Papa's House of Game. All one word. I need to update that picture. Be right back. All right, back to the 130 hunt. May have to turn the PC off. All right, outlet, burn fuel. No. This is, like shell squared. Yeah. Nope. It's shell squared. But he's off cooking dinner at the moment, so he may not accept a friend request right away. One thirty. Damn it. Keep getting on the freaking throttle too soon for that. Alright, I don't know if the lobby's full still or not, Rowdy. Wicked! How are you, sir? I don't know. 130 is gonna be rough. Rockin'. F5. Final lap. Jorge, 29.7. Five, 6, 7, 8. Oh, can you get it 7th lap in? Be nice to run a qualifying practice so we knew. .6. Can't seem to get under that 31.6. Mr. Talon. Well, I may just go open up my own lobby. Because I want to do an actual qualifying practice. Let me finish this lap and I'll just go open up my own lobby. No, this is Geldologist. Oh, Jesus, Turbo. What in God's name makes you think I would do that? $31.7. Well, we got enough people, I think. Just open up my own lobby. There's enough people, I think, sitting in the background, waiting. Oh, did he? I didn't catch that arrow. All right, I got a lobby open myself. Seems didn't be the need for a second lobby anyway, so. I'm gonna try again with the no TC. All right, when it fills up, I'll be right back. I'd like to get about 10 of us in here for qualifying session. It's not as important this week as it was last week, trying to create that dry line, but I'll be right back, guys.
Piano whispers, room feels hollow. Keys dropping tears, dreams to follow. Dark clouds gather, lights flicker dim. The house awakens. Let the race begin. Papa's house, wheels spinning in the dark. Rubber burns, leaving trails, leaving marks. Digital thunder, the engine scream. Pixels collide in the gasoline dream. Ghost in the rear view, chasing my name. Welcome to the chaos. Papa's house of game. This is the house where the tires don't sleep, where the corners cut deep, where the drivers compete. Hands pounding the frame. Papa's house again. Papa's house again. Papa's house again. Shadows on the track, neon veins, pulse racing through the veins like a live convulse. Metallic roars echo, no finish line. Shift gears, push limits, lose track of time. 1,000 lives lived in a single lap, glitching through the ether, no turning back. Crowd roar, static, pixels ignite, steering through the storm into the night. This is the house where the tires don't sleep, where the corners cut deep.
My cat was keeping the chair warm. Ecstasy, good evening, sir. All right. What do we got? 4, Alan said he was coming. Rowdy, whenever you're ready. I got a lobby open. Not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. You can't sit there. You can't sit there, Bubba. No, you can't. You can't. No. No. Come on. Come on. You have to get down, bud. You have to get down. No, you have to get down. Thank you. Talon's in. Wait on Rowdy. You have to get down. Let's try. All right. The no TC thing's gonna kill me. I think I need to take it off to get the 130s though. That's not what I wanted. Mr. Dan Mage, ahoy, sir. How was better Dan today? They didn't fix him? Oh my lord. Why didn't they fix him? What kind of crap is that? Awesome. I can't wait to see it. You've had some knockout liveries the last few weeks. I'm doing okay. Surviving. Trying to get into the 130s. Already seen 129. That's crap. Nothing, yeah. That stinks. Yeah, it's gonna be tight. Everybody's pretty close. All right, we're gonna run this one. STC should be here for the next one. See how this goes. I can't go. Yeah, true. Yes, see. I didn't even see it try. That sucks. Yeah, I noticed that, Dan. Your silver number 3 last week was awesome looking. Right, Rowdy's in, or trying to get in. Chuck loved it. Yes, he did. All right, Rowdy. I'm sorry, dude. Totally stuck in her up. I don't even know what to do to even attempt to fix that. Joe had that problem for a while. Then suddenly he was able to join again. Yeah, it's going to be tight, casual. Yeesh, 2004. Damn it. Yeah, you'll have time for 7 laps. Shell! How are you, sir? Yep, I think it takes like 3 laps. I think so too. Which really has me worried. Q, I got my 130. I think it was a 130.9. That might be good enough for high-end split 3 or 4. Yeah, right, Jersey? Down with a 30.5, Slick with a 30.6. I got a 30.98. 30.9.80. 30.980. I got my 130. Woo! I just need to cut off another half a second and I might make the races. Uh, 970. Even better. Nice job, Talon. Under half a second between the 5 of us. Ooh, seen a lot of WRXs. At least we know we can make 7 laps, though. Oh, Strychnine joined with the Lancer. I had to fight back from 10th to get my 5th place. All right. Give him 5 minutes. '52, 1852. I'm gonna go use the restroom.
Piano whispers, room feels hollow. Keys dropping tears, dreams to follow. Dark clouds gather, lights flicker dim. The house awakens. Let the race begin. Papa's house, wheels spinning in the dark. Rubber burns, leaving trails, leaving marks. Digital thunder, the engine scream. Pixels collide in the gasoline dream. Ghost in the rear view, chasing my name. Welcome to the chaos. Papa's house of game. This is the house where the tires don't sleep, where the corners cut deep, where the drivers compete. Hands pounding the frame. Papa's house again. Papa's house again. Papa's house again. Shadows on the track, neon veins, pulse racing through the veins like a live convulse. Metallic roars echo, no finish line. Shift gears, push limits, lose track of time. 1,000 lives lived in a single lap, glitching through the ether.
Yeah, I could see Wid dropping a 29. Jorge just did. I think he dropped a 29.7, I think it was. I got to lead my race for, I don't know, half a lap. Then it all went to crap. Hi, Talon. Newbies sound good. Listen to that thing. Compared to the whine of the Evo. Yeah. Spot back to fourth. I ended up giving the spot back to the Mustang because I wasn't sure, but we got 10 in here this time. Only 3 Evos. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. You are correct, Slick. Well, at Daytona, my strat was screwed me. Alright. All good. We just keep going. See where we land at the end of the season. This is the 5th round. Round 6 and 7, we can start eliminating our lowest points races, so I need like 3 good races here. All right. that like button, y'all. Thank you, Joe. Oh, that stunk. All right, another lap of fuel burn. Croatian, how are you, sir? Long Mondays are never good. That was not the best exit off that final turn. Nice. Very nice. I didn't know you were expecting. Congratulations, man. Way to 30.0. Awesome. Outstanding. Here we come. All right, final lap. Money lap right here. And I screwed it up. Wid with a 29.9. I can't get my time down, y'all. I may not make this race. That last race was freaking close. I think 31s. I think 31s and you're going to be close to out. Cost me money. Wrecked the car. Hello, Contras. How are you, man? $29.8. We're just getting faster. I think if you're at a 31.5, I think you're going to miss the cut. I think you're going to need a low 30 being split 1. Split 2 and 3 are just going to be crazy tight. 31.5, yeah, I think 31.5, you may miss the round. Woo! Perfect timing, huh? All right. Where is... I don't even know where my WRX is at. Oh my lord, that is an old livery. Yeah, I don't even have tires for this. Mr. Jimmy Beans opened up the NASCAR League. Password's GRBP. PHG Fantasy League, just like it was last year. If anybody else has joined that, I'm sitting here. Purple perp. Absolutely. Right now, there's only 4 of us. We need more this year. I'd love to get like a 20 people into this fantasy league this year. Old man Pip brought up maybe putting like 10, 20 bucks into a pool for the winner at the end of the season. Mustang Chuck brought up maybe a discount code for the merch store. Or maybe we do both. Pip wants to put some money down. All right. Okay. I wanted to try this WRX. Leo! How are you, sir? Awesome. Just getting off work, dude. Is there any light at the end of your tunnel, Leo? Yeah, I haven't looked at the forum yet either, or Mr. Casual. I'll put my name in there. I don't know if I'm going to be ready for qualifying tomorrow. I may just broadcast for... God damn it. I am this time, yes. This is my first lap in it. Yeah, still though. Laps, torrential rain about center of the race. Dry to start, drying out at the end. Racing mediums, racing hards are required. I'm sorry, racing mediums, racing hards are available, racing hards are required. Yeah, I don't know about this thing. It's taking me a few laps to get used to it. Masted, thank you, sir. Group 3, WRX or the Lancer? It's Lancers versus Doobies this week. That's what I'm thinking too, is the Lancer. But I want to give the WRX a shot here. Just to compare. Right? Damn it, Jim. This guy's trash now, too. I don't know, I'm kind of liking this WRX. I may be changing my mind again. There's another pin. Can't seem to keep this thing on the track. He's gonna put me right in the middle of that whole pack of cars there. Been a bit while, huh? Damn it! This thing bounces a lot more. Turn 1 is freaking killing me. I hate that bump. split again. I can't keep this car underneath me. That was a stupid place to freaking slide. Alright, one more lap. .31.8. I don't think a 31.8 makes the race. .2. Jesus. 31.2. I'm in 12th. Could end up 15th. Oh. I don't know. I couldn't keep that car under me. I think I'll stick with the Lancer. Yeah, I can hope. Chef, thank you. I had a lot of freaking fun. I need to go back and listen to yours. I'm kind of new to the DGDR podcast. I've listened to a few of them, but he's definitely gotten faster this season, C-Dubs. Nice. Way to go, S2C. Woo! All right, let's go 5 minutes. I'm going to go back to the Lancer. Change car, back to the Lancer. Racing mediums. Let's enter. Like, why is all that on there? That's better. +5. Oh, how are you, C-Dubs? It's good to see you tonight, man. Mr. Salamander co-guest himself. My sheldologist comments. See, what time is it? 7:30. I might get 2 in. Nice. I think your name slipped in there somehow when we were talking about the AI music. Whatever. Man, Sal's the one who got me hooked up there, so. Gotcha, okay. La 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 la. Ooh. Dude, what is that? C-dubs. That is freaking amazing, dude. I disconnected twice, Sal. Every time I had the phone calls were coming through. And every time I went to decline the phone call, it disconnected me from the freaking... Yeah, I wasn't expecting that either, C-dubs. Thank you, man. That is freaking awesome. Yep, that's amazing. I know. Well, it's because when I tried to get back in, Sal, it wouldn't let me back in 2 times. It didn't let me back in till the 3rd time. The second one, I was able to get back in pretty quick, but I don't even know who the hell was calling. I didn't recognize the numbers at all. It was like Leave me alone. Mr. Mustang Chuck, I got you in the booth. Are you ready to be in the booth for Them Guys Do Racing podcast next week? That is freaking awesome, man. Freaking awesome. Amazing. I may have to start putting my background things just like behind me. So I can start putting things on the wall. I got posters and exactly, Jersey. It would, you know, I know it was something stupid like that. Ooh, I almost started it. Let Johnny Boy get in his car and we'll get this started. Shaggy would be awesome. Chuck's gonna be awesome. Zao, you've been on there a couple times now. T-Case, Geologist. Who else from PHG? I think that's all I saw. Nice. DMB! Jorge. What about Jorge? Jorge and Wid, they both dropped their 29s and left. DMB, how are you, man? Oh, Jorge was on DGDR. Gotcha, I see what you're saying. I didn't know that. Did he give away any secrets? Other than get better? Gotcha. Thank you, C-Dubs. I haven't seen Pyro in a couple of weeks. Probably not, CMB. I'm going to be focusing on the World Series stuff here. Since the skill level of the league has dramatically increased, I'm barely making the races right now. 37 watching. Good evening, everybody. I'm not going to make this ratio. I can totally see me screwing up qualifying and failing this. Yeah, exactly what Talon just did. That would be amazing, Sam B. Or your son. Time to get him going. I'm just slipping every freaking turn. And there's the pin. Yeah, I'm not gonna make this ratio. I have to push so hard. I can't be controlled with the car. C1 helps, but it was way slower with that. .130s. Which I've only hit like twice out of about 40 laps. Keep doing that. And that little slip could very easily cost making the big race this week. These times are going to be tight. Yeah. Yeah, I'm the same way. I'm not that good at it. And it's supposed to rain in our 30-lap race. I'm not going to make this race, y'all. There's a reason I don't do dailies here. Final lap. Mr. Jeff Wesleyan, how are you? Right, Chuck? And I'm already 4/10 down, 3.5 tenths from my quick lap. $31.4. That's going to be close, I think. Yeah. I don't know. It, right? $31.4. That's bottom split 4, I think. Yeah, I don't see that happening, Jeff. All right, 5 minutes to start quality session. I bet it's tighter than that, Shell. Have something else near you, or don't check the controller. Go get yourself one of those big yellow sponges. That way you can squeeze it and throw it, and it's safe. More OF comments. I know, casual, I know. I would rather see the green hell go before this one goes. I'll be right back, guys.
Piano whispers, room feels hollow. Keys dropping tears, dreams to follow. Dark clouds gather, lights flicker dim. The house awakens, let the race begin. Papa's house, wheels spinning in the dark. Rubber burns, leaving trails, leaving marks. Digital thunder, the engine scream. Pixels collide in the gasoline dream. Ghost in the rear view, chasing my name. Welcome to the chaos, Papa's house of game. This is the house where the tires don't sleep, where the corners cut deep, where the drivers compete, hands pounding the frame. Papa's house again, Papa's house again. Papa's house again. Shadows on the track, neon veins, pulse racing through the veins like a live convulse. Metallic roars echo, no finish line. Shift gears, push limits, lose track of time. 1,000 lives lived in a single lap, glitching through the ether, no turning back. Crowd roar, static, pixels ignite, steering through the storm into the night. This is the house where the tires don't sleep, where the corners cut deep, where the drivers compete, hands pounding the frame. Papa's house of game, Papa's house of game, Papa's house of
Kind of casual. I love the Glen. I'm gonna try. What was I trying? Oh, I'm gonna try just lowering the brake balance. Go to 3. Okay, that's good. That's good. Got 13 in here. I like the Glen. I like Daytona. Tri-Oval and road course. I like Road Atlanta. What else? I'd have to look through them, but Nerb and Interlagos are probably my least favorite. It's really close between Interlagos and Big Willow. Damn it. All right, here we go. Last one. Do this. I need a 130 this time. Got to get this together. Mr. Jeff, thank you, sir, for popping in. Good to see you, too. Right? Exactly, Chuck. That's not a bad lineup, actually. Got Mount Panorama. That's probably my least favorite out of those. And then to have the multi-class racing on those. Mount Panorama is going to be a bitch in the multi-class. Going through that top section. I know. Everybody loves Mount Panorama. 314, that's a good start, I guess. Totally screwed that up. And this. Doing, buddy? It'll be my first time trying the pit. The white one? Saw the post on it, your new kitty. Beautiful cat. Slap's gone. All right, Jersey. Thanks for practicing with us, man. I'm at 3 right now, to the rear, Dan. hovercraft with 30.3. Vector 7's dropping some good times. Screwed that turn up. Just lost everything I made. One. I like your BB3. The cart just feels better. Now I just need to pick up the pace. Now on hards, I would probably move up to TC1. $31.1. That's probably, I don't know, bottom split 3. Mid to bottom split 3. Maybe. I am shell, yes. 30.2, nice. Absolutely, Shell. Thanks for yours earlier. Spent some time in yours while you were gone, so appreciate it. Is it? Yep, that's what I'm going to do, Chuck. Got a couple things I got to get done here on the computer. And then, yeah, I'm going to go chill for like a half hour and go to bed. Absolutely slick. Thank you, man. Well, I didn't get the lowest amount. All right, y'all. I'm going to call it. Please don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe button if you're new to the channel. And welcome to Papa's house. If you are out there racing the dailies or continuing league practice or time trials, whatever you're doing, power pack, stay safe, go get the wins. To all of the PHG team drivers and to everyone else at the paparazzi, please remember, we're great racers, but we're better people. GRBP, join us at the NASCAR.com Fantasy League. PHG Fantasy League is the name of the lobby. GRBP is the password if you want in. Love to get a bunch of people in there. Then as it gets closer to Sunday, we'll talk about prize pools or whatever we're going to do. You guys have a great night. Until tomorrow.
Piano whispers, room feels hollow, keys dropping tears, dreams to follow. Dark clouds gather, lights flicker dim, the house awakens. Let the race begin. Papa's house, wheels spinning in the dark, rubber burns, leaving trails, leaving marks. Digital thunder, the engine scream. Pixels collide in the gasoline dream. Ghost in the rear view, chasing my name. Welcome to the chaos, Papa's house of game. This is the house.